could be a change of mind. It
Mm.
could be because of the change of mind of the customer.
Okay. So do you think online shopping leads to more returns than in-store shopping?
I think it is definitely yes, because that I think because that when shopping online, the customer couldn't see or feel the material in person, so some kind of product couldn't meet their expectations. So when they receive the package or the or the item orders, they when they try it on, they yeah try it on, and and they keep give them a sense of dissatisfaction. So that is the reason why they could return it. More important that especially happen in online shopping, that customer often see the store something like the rental service. So uh, they just buy the item, fashion item, for a short time, and they could wait on for, yeah, just as the something that rental. What I mean is that yes, it is mainly because of the the attitude of the customer, the awareness of the customer, I mean.
Yes, okay. So, so what are the differences between old people and young people when they go shopping?
Yes, let's talk about yes, there are quite huge differences. For the older people who often make the informed choices, they often do a lot of research before making any purchases. But on the other hand, the younger people often impulsive. Um, they without thinking carefully, and it's it is driven from the tempting traits, the the personality that want to earn the product right away. Yes, so I think it is the drawbacks of the youth version when shopping online. Yes.
Okay, so what are the advantages and disadvantages of return policies?
Um, Talking about the advantages, that return policies could give the customer a sense of peace of mind. They could be confident about the item that they want to buy. Yeah, give them they could be confident about the item that they could return it, and plus it could raise the trust in the brand. But on the flip side, yeah, but on the flip side, cái đề là gì ta quên.
Advantages and disadvantages.
Of shopping online.
No, the
Uh,
return policies.
yes. Um, but on the flip side, it could cause the losses, the financial losses for the retailer, because that yes, when the package or order return, it could be costly, and the cost allocating for remain it, or to fix to fix the undamaged to fix the damaged items, it could be costly. So why it is great for the customer satisfaction, but it's not always great for profitable.
Okay, so should there be stricter rules for returning products?
um, I think it's not quite the strict rule, but there's some could be a regulation or the guideline for the customer about shopping online to prevent abusing. Um, yes, what I mean that when shopping online, it could be leading to abuse. They could consider store like a rental service. So when promoting a small guideline for the customer, it could be mm, it could somehow prevent that kind of problems. But in another case, the strict rule, it could somehow could keep the customer away if they could be strict rule. So so the seller, the retailer could promote any strategy, yeah, business strategies, yeah,
Mm.
to improve the customer faith and also prevent the that kind of problems.
Mm. Okay, so how can companies reduce the number of returns?
Uh, I think the company could, first of all, they could improve the quality of the products, just like the something that they advertise on the platform. Another measure could be that it could design a website for the customer um, could fit the items. Um, yes, and another solution to this is could be allow the customer to go in store to pick up the to the online orders. They could double check before take it home.
Mm. Okay,
Yes, they
so
are.
oh, are people in your country careful when buying expensive items?
Um, I think that yes, generally yes, Vietnamese people are more cautious when with the big purchases. Um, people often yes, people often do a lot of research on it to uh, research on this, or even ask for the recommendations uh, to before making purchase, because they don't want to remorse, because that's kind of thing could help them to avoid remorse. I mean that the kind of regret when buying something big purchases. But however, for the younger generation who are often impulsive, they without thinking twice, they just jump on the product, jump on the item, and yeah, make the impulse purchase.
Mm. Can you give me an example of Vietnamese people being cautious when they buy expensive items?
um, let's say yes, hold on. Yeah, the people who are in their 50s, they often do a lot of research, and because the money is quite because they are quite strict and in their budgets, so they are always careful about the item they bought, not only the expensive one. So when they spend a lot of money for a big purchase, they tend to, yes, make the informed choices, think carefully, even ask for recommendations before
Mm.
making purchase.
So, what expensive items that they buy?
Um, it could be the electronic devices or smartphone, because some those kind of thing, it could be costly and expensive. Um, and yeah, spending a large amount of on them.
Mm. So, what do Vietnamese people usually do before they buy an iPhone 15, for example? What do they do before they buy uh, an expensive smartphone?
Oh yes, I think that they often have to share it online, share the information online, and do a lot of research on this. Um, And also they often go to the in-store to double check the item and consult with the salesperson.
Mm.
Yes, they would like to ensure the information that they get. Yes, they would like to,
Mm.
yeah, ensure that's right. They would like to check it
Mm.
if it's right or not.
They yes, they read feedback from other customers. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Right. I think we should move to another part two.
Yes.
Here. You know, you have 1 minute to repair.
Yes. Hmm.
Mm. Have you finished?
Yes.
Okay. You have 2 minutes. Start.
Right now I'm gonna to talk to you about my laptop, which is incredibly important to me. Uh, I can clearly remember that I had owned the old my laptop, which was quite heavier than the current one. So I would like something it could be portable and versatile. That I mean, I could bring them everywhere to school, home, or my workplace. So I think that my laptop is great choice for me at the time. But however, more important that my laptop is the personal. It is my personal gift from my parents for the 7 years, over 7 years of hard working and studying and achieve and with that and as the recognition of a high achievement. I would say that my laptop is incredibly useful for me now, especially in my work and my studying. In terms of my studying, as I currently a university student, I had to do a lot of research online. So with the laptop serves an important tool for me to ki- um, seek for the information online and even a way to keep contact with my friends. Um, yes, because with just a laptop with well connected with the internet, I keep contact with my friends through the social platform like the Facebook or Instagram, something like that. Let's talk about my working. I think I can't live. I can't work without my laptop because it's helped me to record the video and edit with this. Sometimes I often use this for a tool for preparing my PowerPoint or lesson plan before going to the class. Yes, or, in sum up, I would say my laptop it is something is meaningful to me at that time, as it is absolutely valuable. It's not justly because of its high cost, but also because of the meaningful gift from my parents from my parents. So I think I deeply value my laptop at the time.
Mm. Okay, right, very good. Now, what kinds of electronic devices are commonly used in daily life?
I think it is some electronics like a laptop, smartphone, or tablet. Those kind of thing is incredibly important to keep contact with the people and to stay updated with just those kind of electronics devices connected well with the internet, the people could just share the information online and yes, and with the yeah and those electronics devices it could help to keep people entertained. Yes, because it's offered so many social platform like a Facebook for people to watch the movies or to see some of the trendy videos.
Mm.
Yes.
Okay, so have electronic gadgets changed the way people live? Ủa, từ đọc sao trời? Gadget hả?
Cái từ gì bạn? Gadgets á hả? Thiết
Ờ,
bị hả?
gadgets.
Gadgets. I think electronic gadgets has revolutionized the way that people live nowadays. Um, in terms, yeah, it simplify the way the people work. I mean that it could people could do their work multiple tasks with their phones, like taking notes or even to manage their projects or even to keep contact with the others. But however, even regardless of its advantages, but it brings so many drawbacks. What I mean that people tend to be more attached to electronic devices to stay active, to keep entertained. Yeah, so it could lead to the less face-to-face interactions in the real life. Yeah.
Mm. So, are older people comfortable using modern technology?
uh, I think it is for the old people is could be they could be struggle with to keep updated with those kind of the devices, as it is quite well developed. And the old people who are often out of date with the technologies. And it's not mentioned that in the past the old people couldn't um, expose to devices earlier, so to yes, when equipped with the such a developed devices, it's quite new for them to learn. But however, with the now but nowadays, with the simpler designs of the gadgets, I think old people could get on well with them.
Mm.
Mm, yeah.
Okay, so what problems can electronic devices cause in family life or work?
In family life, yes, as I said to you earlier, the people are more um, gravitate towards the gadgets as a tool as of entertainment. Because that let's for example Facebook or TikTok, something like that, or something like that, people often spend a whole amount of time on scrolling the feed on those kind of the platform. So it could lead to they could lead the people on neck gì ta neglect 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 cái từ gì sao nhãn các bạn.
Neglect.
Neglect, yeah, it could lead the people neglect their families bond. And with the developed technologies, it could mean that the develop in a virtual environment. So when the virtual environment become developed, it could lead to the less face-to-face interaction, social interactions in persons. So it could somehow erode the social
Mm.
relationships, because that people have to because of time commitment. It could help them to build any relationship. So when they don't spend a lot of time for in the real life conversation, it could somehow erode or limit their social circles.
Okay. Right. So, do you think children should be allowed to use electronic devices freely?
Again, can
Do
you
you
repeat
think
it?
do you think children should be allowed to use electronic devices freely?
I don't think so. The children should be strictly when using the some smartphone. Um, Even though smartphone could help them to keep entertained or learn something new, but uh, that using smartphone from the early age is could do harm for their um, eyesight, and yes, and somehow it could lead to the children could be addicted to smartphone. So I think it could somehow badly affected to their behavior, because they less it could lead to the sedentary life. The children could do less physical exercise, so they could suffer something the physical illnesses, or like obesity, something like that. So that's the reason. So those are the reason why
Mm.
children are allowed
Uh,
don't freely to use smartphone.
yeah. Yeah, so you mean children should be strictly controlled by their parents, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So,
strictly.
so how can parents control the amount of time that children use electronic
Mm,
devices? How can we control children?
mm, I think that there are a lot of the measures for families. For example, family could ask their children to finish their homework or any the task or household chore, something like that, and family could give them the rewards as playing the video games or using the smartphone. Um, and thus people parents could allow students to use electronic devices in certain times of in the day, like before going to bed or just a short time in the evenings. Yes, um,
Mm.
it could somehow manage the time, the usage of smartphone.
Ah, okay. Yeah, yes. So the last one, will people become too dependent on technology in the future?
I think it will be happen because that is simply that technologies had revolutionized the way the people live. It means that it's simpler the way the people uh, work, or they simplify the work they manage. and it could somehow lead into the laziness or over dependent on technologies. So I think in the future the humans couldn't live without such developed technologies.
Mm.
Mm.
Okay. But do you think this is a positive or negative trend?
Yes, I do believe it is the negative, but a negative trends
Mm.
over the positive. Um, let's say, for example, people nowadays can't live without their smartphone.
Mm.
Yes, and
Like,
yeah,
how
I
can
think
it how can it affect the society as a whole?
technologies.
Yes, the fact that many people are too dependent on technology. Yeah, so how can this trend negatively affect the society as a whole?
Mm, how how it could be yes, it could be lead to erode the social cohesions. um, yes, it is one drawbacks, and another is could be uh Hồi vậy ta.
Just use the ideas that you write for IELTS writing test 2. I gave you the other day. Do you remember?
À, mm, cohesions. Anything else? I can't remember.
There's lead to the social fragmentation,
Yeah,
because
social
people, yeah,
cohesion.
people focus on using smartphone, and they neglect the social relationships, the
Uh-huh.
real life interactions. Yes. Maybe it leads to some social unrest, like because people use smartphone to to bully people on social media. Yes, maybe. Yeah. Okay, so you can ask me some question before we stop. Tôi có ghi lại cái bà nói á,
Ờ,
ghi hình lại á, có gì tôi đăng lên YouTube, cái bà vô bà coi lại nha.
ok bạn. Ủa là sao bạn từ từ là cái này hả, bình luận hả,
Không phải,
cái
không
bé
phải,
hả?
cái hồi nãy giờ bà nói á, tôi ghi màn hình lại á.
À rồi, ok.
Ừ. Hỏi tôi vài câu thôi bà.
Ok. um, Giờ bạn muốn part one or part two?
Part
À,
3,
part three.
part 3 đi.
Okay, let me find out. So let's talk about special occasions. So, what do people celebrate a special occasion with food?
When or what?
Um, what? Why? Why
Uh,
do people celebrate special occasion with food?
well, I think that this is because um, when we have a celebration, eating food is a really good way for people to gather around and like have fun. I mean, when we have dinner together for a birthday, we can talk about different things while enjoying food. Yes, just an ice cream or a birthday cake will help us to um, to have the energy and to celebrate the special occasion. Yes.
Mhm. So, are there any traditional cakes in your country?
Traditional cake.
Yes.
Uh, I definitely want to mention chưng chưng cake in
Chim
Việt
cake.
Nam, because it's the traditional cake in our country. Well, this cake is widely known in our country and also in other country because it symbolizes the sky I mean the earth. Yes, it has a lot of meanings for our country. So in special occasions, such as that holiday, Vietnamese people usually make chung cake together with their family members or their relatives, and they can have some quality time to chat with one another while making chung cake. And chung cake not only has a lot of meaning, but also strengthen the social relationships um, within of four members in society. Yes, and also its taste is extremely delicious too. Yeah.
Yeah. So, how do people eating habits change during festival?
Uh, well, I would say that the eating habits of people usually gets unhealthy when it comes to holiday. I mean festivals. Well, for example, in Vietnam, when it comes to Tet holiday, people usually enjoy food more. Yes, and they tend to have party with their friends or family members, so they consume a large amount of food without controlling their diet, and as a result, some people tend to gain a lot of weight after enjoying festivals. Yes. Mm, in in some cases, many people usually choose fast food or unhealthy food when they in the festivals because they don't worry about anything. They just want to enjoy the time, so they forget about how unhealthy these food are. Yes, that's all.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So, mm, let's talk about photo. So, do people take more photo now than in the past? Why?
Yes, of course, and I have to say that taking photo is becoming a common trend for many people, not only old people but also for the younger generations. Well, this is because, as you can see, that many people are equipped with technological devices such as digital camera or smartphones, and these devices allow people to take photos frequently and conveniently. Yes, this is a trend that is different from the past when people didn't have didn't have devices to take photo. And you can see that in many tourist attractions, young people and also the elderly usually take photo of the landscapes and their family members, and after that they usually post them on social media. So I think that this is not only a common trend but also a way to like expressing themselves. Yes.
Mm. So, expressions. So, what the advantages of digital photography?
Digital photography.
Yes.
What is that?
Um,
um,
it could be it could be the camera or something like that.
can you repeat the question?
Yes. What are the advantages of digital photography?
Digital photography.
Yes, it could be the camera or any platform could edit it, the photos.
mm,
Mm.
uh, okay, so so they can have many benefits for people. Well, with digital photography, people can edit their photos to meet their expectations. maybe for some people their appearances are not perfect enough, and they are usually shy to post their photos online because they are afraid of showing their physical appearances. However, with the help of digital photography, they can like um, edit their photos and make them look more beautiful, and yes, and as a result they can feel comfortable to post their pictures online. Yeah, and not only that, I think that digital photography also help people to make unusual pictures with AI. For example, uh, they can digital photography can create images that that doesn't that don't exist in real life. Yes.
Mm-hmm. So do you think that the people nowadays spend too much time editing photos?
Yes, of course. um this is because first of all, I think this is because um now people can have easy access to editing app apps online, so people can usually edit their photos by using different applications on Google or yes not well, not only that, people are now obsessed with social media, and they are afraid of showing their real images online. So you can see that many individuals choose to let their photos go through extreme edit, like extreme editing process. Yeah, so they just want to showing their perfect images on to everyone. Yes, and that's all.
Mm-hmm. Mm,
Thêm thêm câu nữa hả?
yes,
Ừ.
of course. Do you think that the photography is a form of art?
It's a form of arts. Yes, of course. I think so. Mm, well, t- taking photo is um, taking photo is a really good way to express the people emotions, feelings, and thoughts. So many people take photo of the landscape or a daily moment in life. As so when we capture those moments, we want to convey something to the viewer. Yeah, so it's a way of creating art by themselves. mm, just like other form of art such as music or paintings, taking photos is also a way to like to symbolize um, something like love, gratitude, or um, ap- appreciation towards people. Yeah, so I
Mm.
think many people take photos for art. Yeah. I don't,
Mm,
ờ,
yeah, that is good.
Rồi có gì bà nói lại mấy cái này đi, mấy cái tôi ghi nè.
Ok, và tôi
Dạ.
hát nãy mấy cái bà nói nè. It's
Rồi
a
để
fun.
tôi